My name is Vlad Fedotov, and I will be discussing the SDG that relates to me the most and that I want to solve in the foreseeable future. So, what problem hits me the most and hardest? So, I think that the problem that hits me the most is definitely the lack of running water and clean water to drink for other nations and peoples. So, while we are fortunate enough to have this throughout Canada, not every other country can say the same. Countries like Uganda or Rwanda may not be able to say the same things. So why does it affect me? So this problem affects me because I see sanitation as one of the things that separates us from animals. One of the many things, rather. If a person is not sanitized due to restrictions, something's not right. So if some sort of obstacle is preventing them from getting sanitized or from getting water that's drinkable in general, something's definitely not right. So I also believe that having drinking water is a human right. And frankly, when I heard Nestle's CEO didn't think so a few years back, I was pretty shocked. So having water not be accessible to the people who need it, either due to physical or corporate restrictions, is really absurd to me, particularly if it's the latter. And over here in the bottom right, it says Nestle's CEO says water is not a human right, with the CEO of Nestle pointing his finger really weirdly and giving a weird face. So, how can this change my educational experience? So, I think that this SDG can shape my educational experience by setting a goal for myself to help people in the future. Because engineering is all about helping people. So, and I think that if I have a concrete goal, like this SDG, for example, to move forward with that research and that help, I think it's a very good thing. So while I won't be able to help people have running water systems or clean water systems right at the gates of university, because frankly that's really unrealistic, my degree will definitely help me go further into that research on how to help those in need. Because a degree is very powerful. It's a very powerful tool that you can have under your belt and under your disposal. And I think that with it, it'll definitely help me progress further into this personal goal. So what could I do exactly? Because talk is great, but it's cheap. I could potentially help to create a new water purification system from scratch, or I could refine those that already exist to make them cheaper and more accessible to poorer countries. Like the one that's displayed on the top right of this slide, it's pretty expensive. It costs a few $100s, and honestly, not every country can afford that. So it could definitely use a little bit of a price reduction. So these purification systems can either be created to help create drinking water from contaminated water, or just to have sanitary water products like showers and toilets that are more accessible to those that don't have it, which is a little bit more specific in that goal. So I could also try to find an organization that pledges to make water a human right, as it's something I stand for as in the aforementioned slides, and I think that no corporation or physical restriction should take that away from someone. Thanks for listening. I believe I explained my SDG quite well, and I look forward to actually working on this, either through the organizational plan that I talked about, or in the hopefully near future to use my degree to actually help the people in need. Thanks for listening.